Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Life with Spike. We are back in the van. My walls are finished and I'm moving on to the next project. I'm still waiting for some hardware to mount the ceiling panel. So when the ceiling panel hardware gets in, we'll mount the ceiling. But in the meantime, I have other projects I can be doing. Get the bed frame done. I had to go through everything I had in my brain to figure out what I was going to do, because if I had this directly in the center, I wouldn't have space over here, and so on and so forth. So I moved it 2 inches that way to the passenger side, losing 2 inches of my pathway, which is completely fine with me because I'm going to have more storage for that camping chair that I was talking about in the last episode, where it's going to sit from here along the back of the wheel well to the back of the van. So I'm just going to jump right into it. When I'm done cutting the 2x2s, I will stain them, which will water seal them, which repels water. Now, I probably will only do all of the wood that touches the floor, but anything above that, I'm not going to worry about it. The reason behind that is because there's no condensation on metal building up inside of my van. That being said, I only watered sealed these because I knew there would be some moisture contacting the back of my wood. So I wanted to keep them wood safe where the condensation would build up. And the floor would be another place where snow, rain, and water, you spill your coffee, things like that. Anything like that, you spill it on your floor, you don't want your wood to soak it up. Now you can soak up a little bit of water and it'll dry out, and there'll be no harm, no foul, nothing wrong. That's completely fine. But I'm just going to take the extra step. Since I have the water seal and it's ready to go, I'll just seal up these woods, put them down, and then I'm going to drill them straight to the floor. Basically, I'm going to build it up like Lego. Like, I'll put a piece down, I'll put another piece on top. You can't use levels in a van, so I got the next best thing. I've got a right angle square so that I can make sure everything is not crooked. Because I took my measurements the other day and I was marking stuff down. As you can see, I marked down these black marks on my floor, and I'm like, this is about where the bed's going to be. And I was actually doing measurement, and it was completely out of whack. It wasn't even square. It was like a trapezoid or something like that. So I measured it out. I even took measurements from the roof, because the roof is pretty square. So I got a 4-foot drywall, and I'm able to line it up with the board on the roof, mark things on the floor. So now I got these tools, since you can't use a level in here because the van's not level and it's continuously moving with the springs. I'm just going to build it out the right angle and start placing down boards and building it up as I go. So I'm using screws, so if I don't like something, I can just take it out. I've also got 1x2s, and I've got 1x3s, and I've got 1x4s. I'll probably say the 1x3s for the slats that I'm going to use for the wood, because I'm going to have an extended bed that like latches onto the cabinet over here, so there'll be no legs flowing, and you can just slide the bed, clip it onto the cabinet, and you got your full-size bed, 54 inches by 78, I believe it is. I'm going to have it a little bit longer because I'm a tall guy. I'm actually quite surprised. I have more kitchen space than I thought I was going to have. So I'm actually going to have a little bit of a counter over here as well, where I'm going to have my cooktop. So that's a huge bonus. So I'm just going to start cutting things up, marking things out. I'll update you guys along as I go. Okay, now that I've got my bed laid out, just the floor pieces anyways, I haven't built anything up yet, I'm going to stain all of this stuff and get it out of the way, because I'm going to move on to the kitchen area. I'm going to do the floor, stain that. I'm going to go stain these, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and everything's water sealed. Everything's ready to go. I had to run down to the store and grab more screws because I didn't have the right size. So now I got the right size, we can start bolting this all down. And then I'm gonna take my measurement. I got my battery in here, so it's gonna be like 1.5 inches above, just in case I decide that I want to upgrade the batteries and the batteries are taller, then I have a little bit of space for them to fit inside the van. And if I decide to change the batteries out, this stuff can come out and then it can be, new stuff can be put in. We'll get everything screwed to the floor and move on to building up some vertical braces. Okay, that's it for my floor. I've just got a few little extra spots to take care of. Like I've got the gas tank, I've got a box out and insulate as well. So there's just a few minor spots I'm gonna take care of. I'm gonna bust out this wheel well. I'm gonna fully encase it so that I can also stuff that with insulation as well. Once I'm done that, I can build out my wall for my structural middle support of my bed, which needs to be super strong. So it's going to be out of 2x3 supports and a 2x3 cross. So that will be super strong. Once that's done, then I can move on to the next project. The next project would be fitting a piece of plywood over the top, which will enclose this all off. Once that's all done, I can build out my electrical system, get the batteries installed, and we can work on the next project. Hey guys, I'm back and my microphone died. But on the plus side, I've been working hard and I got the wheel well done and I got the first storage box mostly boxed and framed out. Got a few little bits of work over here and then I'm probably just gonna end it here and box it off so that this is all like toolbox and tool storage and whatever other storage I need. But from here forward is all going to be electrical. There's going to be 2 inches of space here, which isn't much, but it's enough to put a few fuse blocks and things like that. Once that's all together and actually know the depth and I can see it, I'll bring all the electronics out and I'll figure out, you know, where I'm going to go. I think here as well, I might not do it as high. I'll probably go like as low as the battery so that I have some places to put some thicker components like the Victron solar controller and a few other items as well, because there's not enough depth over here to put the Victron controller. It's almost 5 inches thick, so I've got a few things I've got to plan out for the electrical, but nonetheless, there's still lots of room. I've got lots of storage space over there for the DC to DC charger. I mean, there's not too much. Like, there's the Victron 25 amp. I've got 2 solar controllers, third one coming soon, and 2 mini fuse blocks. So it's not as large as a Victron Lynx distributor, but it does take up a little bit of space. But nonetheless, we'll figure it out. It's not a big deal. I haven't figured out the height of the kitchen yet, but I'm thinking probably just below these screw lines would probably be good. That way, if there's any flare-ups on the fire on the propane stove, the roof is pretty safe. It's pretty far up. It's not like the car where there's only a couple inches between your flame and the roof. And I managed pretty good in there, so that's pretty good. I also got the copper wire, pure copper wire, no aluminum on that one. It's heavy, you can tell, it's proper. So I'm going to install that later. I just wanted to kind of route it out a little bit so I know where I'm going to put it when I do box out the kitchen. I'm going to leave like a good hole there so that I can run the cables through. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and go to sleep tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to insulate that wheel well, box it off, and start boxing this storage box off, finish out this battery box, finish out the bed frame, just overall get most of this all done, but I literally ran out of 2x2s. I think I used 6 or 7 today, and I've used quite a bit of extra scraps that I've had laying around as well, so that's kind of nice. But I'm adding a little bit of structure because these batteries are heavy, so I don't want them popping into place and running around the house while I'm driving down the road, sparking up a dream back here, making a fire or something back here. I don't know. But that's it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. So if you guys like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out, guys. See you later.